Welcome back to the channel. So today, early morning, it's 6:39. I'm doing my first road trip with the IONIQ 5. So for those who don't follow my channel, I sold my BZ4X because of charging issues and the fact that I do go to Toronto, from Montreal to Toronto very often. I got family there. And today I actually have to go pick up someone, not in Toronto. We're meeting halfway in Kingston. So it will be a first road trip. It's roughly 250 or I think 270 kilometers from Montreal to Kingston. So I'm going to go to Kingston and then come back. So roughly 540 kilometers. So it's as if I went to one way in Toronto. So the car has been sitting in the garage. I didn't fully charge it because I wanted to test the DC fast charging once I get to Kingston. So I charged it at 70%. So I'm just going to show you guys if I can flip the... Yeah, so I charged it at 69 because I drove a little bit just to get my coffee here. Got some McDonald's coffee. So 69% and an estimated range of 347 kilometers. On the OBD reader here, so we have the battery, which is a minimum 18 and maximum 22. So that's roughly what the temperature of the battery is. And the state of charge, oh my God, it's precisely 69%. So take that, Toyota, who always leaves 8% reserve. Anyways, so that being said, how it works is I have an IONIQ 5 2022, which has battery preconditioning. So what I'm going to do is, in order for that to work, you have to input your destination, and you also have to add in the DC fast charger as a point of interest for the battery preconditioning to work. So what I did is I put the Kingston McDonald's. That's where we're meeting up with my family. So I'm going to look for that first. So let me just look for that. I know it is on Division Road. So that's the one I want. So I can set as a destination here. But before I start the route guidance, I want to add a waypoint here. So you want to add this here. And you want to add your DC fast charger. And this is where it's important. You shouldn't search for the DC fast charger. You should go with the point of interest categories here. You will choose, obviously not gas station, EV charging stations here. It's kind of neat that, it gives you that as first. And you have near current position if you want to charge before going. In my case, I don't need it. I want near the destination. And it's already by distance here. So now you can search which one you want. This time I want to try the Electrify Canada. And I believe it's the one in Canadian Tire here. And I looked up the address. It's exactly this, the 2560 Princess Street. By the way, guys, you can filter this to have only DC, because before that, hold on, let me show you. You have, I'm not sure it's here, but oh yeah, filter. The filters, you have different options here. Obviously, I unchecked AC. I don't need AC on this. I charge at home and that's plenty enough. So anything related to DC, that's what I want. So once you have DC, you have all the DCs only, and it's not going to be clustered with all the AC chargers. So I will press the Canadian Tire here, and I'll start the navigation, and yeah, we should be good to go. After this, the battery preconditioning will eventually start before I get there. I don't know exactly how far it'll start, or I mean, how much distance as close to the charging station do I need to be for the battery preconditioning to start. And the battery is warmed up, guys. It's 17 and 22 because it's sat in my garage, but that's not enough for fast charging. You want at least 21 and above for all your cells. And the temperature outside is 9 degrees. So eventually when I'll be driving, it's gonna cool down. So yeah, I will also I think I'll turn off the car and turn it back on because I didn't start the trip yet. So I just want to reset this. I'm not sure if I can reset with... No, I cannot reset my drive info. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So I'll have to start the car again just to make sure, I have accurate numbers on here. All right, guys, so Kingston, I'll be driving for roughly 2.5 hours. And let's see what kind of speeds we get at the Electrify Canada after driving 250 kilometers. I'm expecting to arrive there with 10% charge or less. Let's see how efficient this car is. Hey, it's me again. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention something. Car, so it's a reset here. So I'll have the actual distance and the average efficiency. So it's concerning the map here. So once you set up your charging station and the destination, you do want to press calculate, and it's going to start the routing guidance for the navigation system from the car. If you do plug in Apple CarPlay or Android Auto and you start navigating with Waze or Google Maps, this will cancel. So the car knows when you're using another navigation system. So that's a setback for me. I really don't like that because I do like to use Waze. I find it saved my life like so many times with traffic, especially going to Toronto. The 401 gets closed so many times. There could be accidents. So detours, you get to know the detours in advance so you don't get stuck in traffic or road closures or highway closures. So I can use that. So that's unfortunate. But what I can do is I can still start the navigation from here to get the battery preconditioning and still turn on Waze or Google Maps without actually using the setting a destination and start the navigation. So I guess that's the only best way I can do. But it's not efficient. So I just want to let you guys know in case that you don't realize that and you actually use Waze or Google at the same time as this will get canceled and your battery precondition will not work. All right, let's get going. It's getting late. I need to be there for 9:30. Hey guys, made it, but clearly miscalculated everything. Battery preconditioning didn't work because it needs to be over 20% to even work. So I miscalculated that, and guys, I made it with 0%, and the power is super limited. And the trip was, let me see how far I got. 276 kilometers with an average of 18, and as you can see, the power was limited. Yeah, so now I know a little more of the car. I was kind of freaking out, but I made it to the charger. Okay, let's start, but the battery is not warmed up at all, guys. I think at 17 and 20, so the battery conditioning will have to start while I charge. Okay, let's see how much speeds I get. So guys, we're charging. Oh my god, these are like pretty high numbers, things I've never seen with the BZ4X before. It started at 113 kilowatt, it's at 174 kilowatt, and it's estimating, I believe, 20 minutes to charge from literally 0 to 80%. Actually, no, it's been 5 minutes, so 19 minutes, so 24 minutes from 0 to 80%. This is amazing, guys. Like, seeing these numbers at 174. Let's go check out how much the battery temperature is. So the battery temperature is good, as you can see. The coolant is at 32, so you heat it up the battery. It's at 22, 24. So perfect temperature. So we should be seeing high numbers. So 174. Oh my god, that's amazing. Just getting this throughout the the whole time. Even if I can get this in winter with the battery preconditioning, it'll be amazing. I guess I made the right choice switching to the IONIQ 5. Very happy. So I'm just going to charge until I get to 80%, guys. And afterwards, I'll disconnect, go pick up, go see the family members because they're waiting for me in McDonald's. And then afterwards, pick them up and then go back to Montreal. All right, guys, the charging is done. So from 0 to 80%, well, it says 79, but I actually saw 80% in 24 minutes, guys. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure I could have done more if the battery preconditioning worked, but it doesn't work this time. Obviously, I miscalculated everything. But yeah, those are really great numbers. So I'm back in Montreal, guys. I totally forgot to film my trip back, especially the number of kilometers, the average consumption. I came back to Montreal and we had a power outage again. Yes, we had the ice storm last week, well, 2 weeks ago, with no power for 4 days, and once again today, no power for a few hours. So I was kind of busy with that, setting up the V2L. But yeah, the trip back was a little more I had a little more consumption on the on the uh, on the car, on the electricity. I was at 21 kilowatt hours, I think, compared to 18 when I was going. And I figured I was driving a little faster than the when I was going, which is one factor. Um, the other factor is there was a lot of wind. There's a lot of wind against me, so that usually influences a lot on the range and how much the car consumes. So I think that was the factor. It was the same amount of kilometers. I believe it was 250 or 260, and I still came back with I believe 10%. So this time it was good. So 80% is good to do Montreal, Kingston. So not 70%. 80% is good. I should have done that last time. And even if we could charge, do 100%, I should have done that. Like I mentioned before, I should charge 100% and take into account that battery preconditioning only works if the battery is over 20%. And the fact that I didn't screwed me up really bad. So that didn't help. So yeah. So I came back to Montreal. So it was a round trip, roughly 540 kilometers. Had to charge once with the fast charger. Top speed was 184, 85 is the top I got. And it's an Electrify Canada charger as well. I could have hit 220, 240, I mean 235 easily. It's just the battery wasn't preconditioned initially, so that actually plays a role in how much you get the power from the charger. All right, so I'm gonna stop it right here, guys. So it was just a quick video to do a little bit of my trip to Montreal, Kingston, and back. We'll be doing more videos on these kind of trips, just like I did with the BZ4X. So I'll be testing a lot of fast chargers, telling you guys what's my experience with the IONIQ 5 fast charging. So far, so good. Because I would have waited most probably an hour or an hour and a half on that charger with my BZ4X. So the fact that I only did 24 minutes to get from 0 to 80%, it's just mind-blowing to me. I guess for everyone who owns an IONIQ 5 or EV6 or even a Genesis GV60, I believe, this is normal stuff for you guys, but this is really something big for me. Coming from a BZ4X, clearly the worst choice I've made when jumping ship on the EV. Should have done more my research, but yeah, at least I'm happy with the IONIQ 5 now, and you'll be seeing more videos with it. The next video will be dash cam installation. So I got a dash cam. Let's see if it fits. I think it will fit. It's a plug and play dash cam. So I'll release that video soon if everything works well. And yeah, let me know what other videos I should be doing with the IONIQ 5. And yeah, and make sure you write any comments about this video, any feedback. It's always appreciated. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.